Yo, what's going on, everybody? Thank you for checking out Everything in Between, where we show everything between family and life and work and business. So this channel is just random things. Hopefully it'll find interest in some people who want to fix things, do DIY on some stuff. So that's what this is. I do have another channel. I'll link it down below in the description, and that is more on the business side of doing things like screen printing and doing sublimation, heat transfers and stuff like that. So if you're interested, we're going to come out with a lot of videos with tips and tricks and DIYs and just showing the business side of it and helping you get started if you want to do something like that. So today we're going to be doing replacement parts on the barbecue pit. This is we're going to do the burners, we're going to do the heat shields or the heat tents, they have different names on them, and the crossover tubes so that the propane can cross through all burners. This is going to be a 4-burner. Let's get to it. I will link everything in the description or down below of where I got everything at. The kit is a total repair kit, as well as the cover. So let's get started. Charbroil. So this is a Charbroil commercial series barbecue pit. I don't know the model number offhand, but I will put it in the description in case you have one just like this. You can go and get it. Although those kits, they are compatible with a certain range. There are people who have them on other brand barbecue pits and the kit still works on them. So these are the old ones that I'm replacing. These are the heat tents. Okay, see, they're all rusted. They got a lot of grease on them. Grease built up on them, and they just create a lot of flames. So those are those. I've seen worse. I've seen some that are like totally rusted with holes in them. Let's go back. And these are the ones that we're doing. Alright, so these are the ones that came with it. They're still good. I've used this twice since I bought these, and these come with the kit. So let's go ahead and take these out. And you put up the old ones first. Okay, so I did waste my money before I bought this kit. I got this burner right here. As you can see, this is a new one, because the old burners, they have the holes that the propane comes out on the sides, right? But this one here had a big old hole on one of these sides, and you know, a big flame was coming out, right? So I wanted to replace that one because I did barbecue a few times before buying this here, and I was like, that's enough. I'm wasting too much propane, or at least I think it does. So I'm going to remove this one as well. Also, the igniter has a hard time because there's no place on this heater, this burner tube, for this to screw onto. So I have to kind of like put it real close to make sure it ignites and everything. So I think the new ones in this kit actually have it to where you can screw it onto. Alright, so from here it looks like there's just one Phillips head screwdriver that holds it in place. There's nothing on this side. It just slides out from the tube that comes from inside the barbecue pit. So let's take those screws off and see if they slide out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a drill, and I'm going to put it on the 1 setting so that it can, I don't expect it to fully loosen it, but since it's been here for years, since the very beginning, at least these 3 right here, I just want the vibration to see if it can knock the rust between the threads. and that's the whole purpose. I just go one. Let me go to 5. Now I'm gonna go to 7. And there it goes. The vibration kind of loosens the rust up. So let me start from 7 on the next one. And that one did pretty good. So you could probably start at a number 7. It'll vibrate, but it'll eventually come off. So this one's brand new, so it's only been there a couple of months. So let me do this one. So don't start from the high end, otherwise you may strip your bolt because it may not give it that that less torque, or it may give too much torque and you may strip the screw. So start with the low one first, and then unless you can just want to do it with a screwdriver, you can do it, but you may donate some skin here. If you hit this pieces of metal, you're going to scrape your skin off your knuckles. So if you have a drill, start from a low setting. As you can see, number 7, it was still the torque was loose enough to where it was vibrating the screw, and it eventually came out. So that's what you want. So these crossover tubes are just sitting here laying on top. And this is out already. And that I can do by hand because it's brand new. I'm pulling it out. This is the one I got from the big box store. It was like 15 something. I couldn't see myself paying another 45, 50 bucks for these 3. That would have been 60 something dollars just for the burners. So I got the kit for a lot cheaper than that, and I got everything else to replace it, the crossover tubes and these heat temps. As you can see, there's only the burners on the top side, and there's nothing else, nothing on the bottom or anything. You see that? And that's not what I wanted. I wanted something with burners on either side. So that was easy enough. While I have this open, I'm going to go in here and I'm going to thoroughly clean this out. I'm going to try and be very careful with these tabs and try not to break these off. Alright, so what I did is, I don't have the grease drip tray. I actually put a 5-gallon bucket underneath. And you can probably see the hole. The bucket is right in there. That way when I spray and I scrape everything, it's all going in that hole. This kit comes with 4 of these. They look nicer than this, but I've already used this a few times. They come with 4 of those. They come with 3 crossover tubes, and the one that I actually got, they actually included 4 of the black coated heat temps, so that was pretty cool. And then 4 of the stainless steel propane tubes, or the heat tubes. They also have the wings, and they also have the holes here that I can put my igniter onto. So it goes right into this hole right here. So let's get all this situated and we'll come right back to put them on. So let me show you the similarities of the original and the new one from the kit. I'm going to link down below. This one right here, the crossover tube was kind of welded, and there is a nipple right there, which was probably a screw maybe way back in the day. I'm not sure, but that rusted off. But there is a screw hole here that you can screw one of the screws into. They do have the holes on the side like the original on both sides. Okay, here's the bottom. They do have holes on the wing. You can put your igniter, which is down here, and it has 2 holes down there, and you can actually put them right here on these first ones, kind of like where the original went. Okay, the holes or the opening pretty much identical. Okay, the length is identical. It's kind of hard to get in the shot, but they're identical. So let's get these on here. I don't know if I can get you in that hole, but let's see how good I can get in there. All right, I'm going to put a light in there and see if I can show you. There is a nipple that the burner slides right over, if you can see that. Okay, so that comes out of all 4 ports, just like that. And you want to make sure it's in that port. You get another one. Boom, just like that. Okay, the kit comes with 6 of these screws, but the only thing, I guess they assume that you're going to use your old hardware to screw them back in, because there's only 6 of these, and these are the pointed tips, okay, which will screw itself into this metal here, into the tube, as well as the 2 to go into the ignition. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2 for the igniter. They did not include the 4 that goes up into here, and those are the flathead. There is no point. There's no point like the new one there. It's just a flat tip on that screw, and that is for these. So we need to go to the big box store and go find another one of these, because one of them broke off, rusted off into the hole there. I opened them up and make sure they were good. So I went to the big box store, and for the screws or the bolts, whatever you want to call them, they are the number 10s, 24s, the 3/4 inch. I think that's the smallest they had. There are 4-pack, so I did buy the 4-pack. I got the number 8 flat washer. Okay, this comes with 30, but that's okay. And then I got the number 10 lock washer. And you don't have to get these if you don't want to. The original, here's the original. Okay. It actually has a washer, and it has a flat washer, and it has a lock washer. Okay. So what I did is I took this to the big box store, and I wasn't really worried about the washers, but I wanted to make sure. And so this is those 3 packets all together, put together. Okay, that is the lock washer and the flat washer. on that screw. So I measured them at the big box store, and they are both identical. And so I'm going to put the lock washer first, then the flat washer, and then I'm going to put the first one here. Let's put that in there. And that's perfect right there. Okay. That lock washer will help keep it from coming loose. So make sure to put the hole on top, and then the wing, the holes are going to be on the right side. Let's go ahead and, before we put this one in, let's go ahead and screw these two down. For these screws, we're going to use what they supplied, but I'm going to do this one first. I'm going to put this screw on here first. Don't tighten it down all the way until you get your second screw in there, because you want some movement so they can fit in there. So that's working. I want to make sure that this the igniter is lined up on one of the little ports that the propane comes out on. So when I don't know if you can see that. Let me try and zoom in. Okay. All right. So that's nice and tight on there. Now I can worry about the back screw. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these 3 screws together. I still have to find my bolt remover and take this one out. I got to figure out how I'm going to take this one out, because this one broke off. Alright, so hopefully you can see it good enough. I know this is not part of the installing these burners and stuff, but some people might want to see this. Maybe this will happen to you. I'm not sure if this is going to work. I'm using a 3/32 drill bit, and then I'm going to use the #1 extractor bit from my Ryobi kit. Here is the extractor kit that I have. I'm using the #1, which is the smallest one. It's for 9/64, and the bolt screw size removal is #8 to #10. I don't know if you can see that on the screen. Let's drill. Alright, so the way you do this, you're supposed to put like a little drop of oil on there, but I'm not screwing that much. It's just a small bolt, so I just drilled in just enough in there, and so I'm not going to use a hammer. I'm just going to use the head of my screwdriver, but you're supposed to just tap it in. Actually, I just took the extractor tool out. And it came out in the bottom. I guess all the vibration from the drill, it loosened up all the rust. And it just came out the other side. So I got lucky. I didn't even have to use the extractor tool that much. It just came out. So So I'm trying to clean up the bottom, so because the metal is going down and around, so it's making it thick on the bottom side and it's not letting that screw grab. I feel like I've cleaned it up a little bit. Let's see if we can get that screw in there. Look at that. Look at that. There we go. Perfect. Okay, it's in there. Alright, put it on my tube. We should be able to start it by hand. There it goes. Easy. Get my screwdriver. Okay. So now we got the back screws in there. We got the igniter, the 2 screws there. And so now there's 4 more screws that the kit came with. And we're going to put it just like this. So we're going to use the washer along with the self-tapping screw. I guess that's what you would call it. And we're going to use our screwdriver. Do not over tighten, just enough to where it's snug. Okay. I don't know why I'm using it by hand if I got this. Okay. Alright, that's tight there, that's tight there. Again, I'm not going to over tighten these, and those are good. This would have been a whole lot shorter video if this rusty screw / bolt was not stuck in here, but it's pretty much simple, straightforward. Again, I'm going to put the link in the description of where I got this particular kit from. You can look at the reviews and you'll see people saying that they use them on different types of different brands, that they actually fit. So it may fit for yours if you don't have a Charbroil commercial series. But I'm going to put the model number of this barbecue pit in the description, and so that way you can see if you have this model, this kit's for you. It's a perfect exact fit. The burners are the same, the crossovers, they fit perfect. Just know that you're going to probably have to get these washers and these screws if any of yours break off like mine did over there. Or not again, but these were $1. These were $1.18 each, so it came out to be $3.84 with tax. So that's not bad. $3.84, and I went ahead and used all 4 of the new hardware. So the heat tints, put them on there. As you can see, that still works. I think I gave you a close-up of that earlier. But that's it. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, let me know by giving it a thumbs up. Please subscribe and ring the bell. I'm about to say ring the doorbell. Ring the bell if you want to watch more random content like this. I'm going to be doing some DIYs. I'm going to be fixing my blower, my leaf blower. I'm going to be doing a rebuild kit on that for the gas tank, because the this newer gas with this ethanol in it kind of tore up all the hoses inside, so I'm going to rebuild all that. So thank you for watching everything in between, and we'll catch you on the next one. Nice.